The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
The one who comes from above is above all. The one who is of the earth is earthly and speaks of earthly things. But the one who comes from heaven is above all. He testifies to what he has seen and heard, but no one accepts his testimony. Whoever does not accept his testimony certifies that God is, whoever does accept his testimony certifies that God is trustworthy. For the one whom God sent speaks the words of God. He does not ration his gift of the Spirit. The Father loves the Son and has given everything over to him. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but whoever disobeys the Son will not see life, but the wrath of God remains upon him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So notice we're reading from the same psalm as yesterday, so Psalm 34, and we have the same response, right? So the Lord hears the cry of the poor, which I kind of find an interesting response given today's readings. But it makes sense, I guess, because what do we see in the Acts of the Apostles? These major miracles happening, right? And then Peter today kind of says this strong one-liner that we must obey God rather than men. And so I think in light of that saying, in light of all the miracles going on, these apostles really were poor in the truest sense. So we think of the first beatitude, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, right? So what is up with the poverty thing? And the poverty, I believe that the Lord is talking about most of the time is not a material poverty, but a spiritual poverty, a spiritual dependence on God, the Father, and us as children. Right? So it's in that, dependence for everything, but also that knowledge that he provides everything, even in our toughest circumstances. So think of the boys when they're locked in prison, right? They appeal to God and he sets them free. Like there's more power in that poor disposition than, all the power in the world. So, same with this kind of deal. Hey, we must obey God rather than men. That's just think of little kids like, they're by themselves and one says, let's do this. And the other one says, no, we can't do that because Dad said not to, right? That's the same kind of deal with the apostles and you and I too. Like, the world says, hey, let's do this. And we say, no, we can't because Dad says not to, right? We must also obey God rather than men. But I think that all stems from a true childlike disposition, true poverty of spirit, right? So I think there's something for us to glean there, right? Where are we at in our poverty, our true, authentic poverty of spirit, true and total dependence upon God, our Father.